Hey everybody, my name's Abraham. I'm the guy behind the scenes. I'm Melissa's husband. She wanted me to put a video together to kind of introduce myself and see what we're both about. I have two topics I really want to kind of talk to y'all about. The first topic is negativity. Whether this is your first time in a business like this, I just really want y'all to know that you are going to receive the most amount of negativity from everyone and anything. From your spouse, to your children, to your family members, to your best friend. A lot of people are going to be very discouraging, and it's really going to have a deep effect on, can I do it? Can I move forward? Do I really have it in me? You're going to hear all sort of crazy comments like, oh, my friend sells it. It doesn't work. I didn't like the product. It's too expensive. I'm just not into it. 9 out of 10 times, they probably haven't even used the product. Their friend might sell it, but they haven't tried the product. You're gonna hear it all. Do not let them discourage you. Some other excuses are, oh, you're in another MLM. You're in a pyramid scheme. You're not gonna make it. You know what, guys? It doesn't matter if you work in a corporate environment, in a small business. Everything that you do is a pyramid scheme. There's a CEO, there's vice presidents, there's supervisors, there's managers, and then there's you, okay? So everything in this system is always set up like a pyramid scheme. So the second thing I really want to talk to y'all about is called rewiring yourself. So what am I referring to, rewire? From a young age, we are all taught, go to school, get an education, get a degree, or get an awesome job, join the military, get a spouse, have kids, buy a house. It's all planned out from the day we're born. Unfortunately, that isn't the reality for most people, most families. The people that are being successful are the individuals that are actually stepping outside of the box, okay? Before, one person can work and you could have a stay-at-home mom to raise your kids. Now you have both parents going to work and you are paying someone else to raise your kids. Now, for some of you that might be okay and you're okay with that and that's your time off. But that isn't the case for me or my wife. I know that. We definitely want to make sure that we are able to instill our morals and our values into our kids. With all that said, rewiring, you need to find a way yourself each and every day to do something different. If I keep doing the same thing every day, how can I expect a different outcome? If I want to be rich, I can't just sit around and watch TV. I have to do something. So those are the things that I'm talking about rewiring, whether it's reading something, maybe watching some of these videos that we might send your way, just doing some research on the internet. Some of you might be stay-at-home moms, some of you are going to school, full-time students, whatever the case is. I ask you to really dig deep, go look at some resources, and try to educate yourself on what it is that you need. We're in a different environment nowadays. So guys, there's maybe a few jobs off the top of my head that I can think of. One being a waiter. If you've ever waited tables, you know that you don't really get paid much. You get maybe $1, $2, $2.50, or sometimes nothing depending on where you work, per hour. And everything really depends on your tips, right? So why would a person in their right mind do a job like that? Well, some people are wired that way. Some people know, hey, I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna bust my butt, and if it, comes out in my favor, great. I might walk away with $100, $200, or only $50, or only $20. So it's one of those jobs that varies. But it's already in that person to know that I am in control. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make it happen, right? And obviously there's some variables, customers and just bad tippers. But at the end of the day, they are out there hustling day in and day out to make that living. So this is the same thing, guys. If you do not invest any time into this, you're not gonna get anything out of it. I went to school, I got an education, I have a bachelor's degree. I jumped into the corporate world for about 5-6 years. Went from making decent money to making a 6-figure income. It all was taken away from one day to another. So I went from making 6 figures to nothing, okay? So what enticed me to do this? Why am I so focused on something like this? Because it gives me the opportunity to drive. I know that I'm willing to drive myself and I'm willing to put in the time to reap that reward. For some of you, this might be your first time. For some of you, you're used to being part of the system. It's really easy, guys, to just get a job. I'm the same way. I'm really comfortable with just going and getting a 9 to 5 hour job. I know I'm going to get a consistent paycheck every week, right? Or every 2 weeks. And then I can go about my business. I can even go into a job first day and do nothing. I'll go through their training. I'll do nothing for the first 2 weeks, and then they'll realize, you know what, this guy sucks. We need to fire him. And I'm still guaranteed a paycheck. I'll probably still get paid for the time that I put in. The sad part is that is how the system has wired us from day one. We've learned to just depend on somebody. Okay? Unfortunately, in the economy, everything is changing to where if you don't hustle, if you don't do what it takes, you're not going to earn a living. You're not going to make a paycheck. So in this business, it's kind of like that. If you don't take out the time and put in some time and effort in trying to get people, you're going to have a hard time making an income. There's 3 questions I really need y'all to kind of think about and answer yourself. So the first question is, why did you get on board? Whether you're a distributor with us or whether you're a loyal customer, I need you to think about, why did you do this? Did you feel sorry for us? Where you just felt like you were doing us a favor? Did you actually get to try the product and do it? What is the main reason that you signed up? The second question is, what do you want out of this? So for some of you, you might think, man, I want to become a millionaire. I want to make $5,000 a month. For some of you who are like, I just want to make an extra $1,000. I just want to make $500. If I told you every month I'm going to show up to your house and give you $100, would you deny me from giving you $100? I hope you say no, right? The honest truth is, your expectations might be different than my expectations, might be different from the person next to you's expectations. So that is why it's a very important question, and I need you to ask yourself, what do you want out of this opportunity? Whether it's for your family, whether it's for your own personal life, what is it that you want? Last question, how much time are you willing to invest in this? I really need y'all to think about that and realize that if you don't put any time into this, you're not going to reap any reward. Whether it's 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, I really need y'all to allocate that time throughout the week. Some of you might be stay-at-home moms, some of you might be students, some of you might do a combination of everything. Whatever the case is, for you, there is no right answer. For you, how much time are you willing to invest in this thing? Guys, the reason why I asked those 3 questions is because it's really important for some of y'all to understand. You know, you might get in these up and downs where you're not motivated or something happened or I'm really tight for money. Guys, I can't stress this enough. We went from making 6 figures, having anything and everything that we wanted, to barely being able to put food on the table for the kids. You're not going to get rich tomorrow or maybe a month. And I hate to limit you. Some of you could probably do it in a month if you really wanted to. But again, that depends on you. That doesn't depend on me. The reason why I wanted to reach out to y'all is I want you to know that you have a great support system. From our upline to me and Melissa, we are very driven people. The reason why we reached out to you is because we believe in you. We see something in y'all, a potential or a drive that most people probably either haven't or haven't given you the opportunity to. I want y'all to go look on your website. I'm pretty sure 1 or 2 of you maybe have looked on your actual website since you signed on. Look and see how many loyal customers you have got signed up. And then I want you to ask yourself, how many have I signed up myself? Me and Melissa have gone out there, out of our way to make sure all of you have 2 loyal customers, at least 2 loyal customers, okay? We are fighting for y'all to succeed, right? And we want the same. We want you to be able to help other people and continue to grow. This is just the start, guys, and whether you get really unmotivated or something, reach out to us, text us, email us, and we will help you out with whatever it is you need, guys, okay? But the biggest thing I want y'all to keep in mind, again, is negativity. You're going to hear a lot of it. Do not let that discourage you. Do not let that phase you. Do not let that say, it's not for me. I don't expect you to go diamond or ruby in a month or 2 months. If you do, great, and I'm gonna support it, and I'm gonna be giving you 100% of my time. But if you don't, if you say, hey, I'm okay with only making $100 or $30 extra a month, that's why these questions, I ask these questions. Rewiring yourself. Why do I need you to rewire yourself? Because if you don't, you're going to continue to make the same mistakes. You have to try something new, and this is a great opportunity, guys. It's at the beginning stages. We have a great support system and a lot of information we can give you. Look back at those 3 questions, guys. Write them down, please. Text them to us, email them to us. We're going to review them, and then next week we'll put out another video where we'll try to cover some of those questions and talk about some of the things that y'all might be feeling to know how we can help you out. So again, a big hello to everybody on the team. Welcome, thank you, and stay motivated.